Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today is Vlogoween day 10, and I thought I would talk about another bird book. There are many different types of bird books out there. This one caught my eye. My library doesn't have it, so I'm going to throw up images from Google Books. Hopefully I'll have at least 10 to 20 images to show you so you'll get a general sense of this book. This book was published, it's called The Complete Birds of the World, Every Species Illustrated, by Norman Arlett, Burr van Perlo, Jorg Rodriguez Mata, Gustav Carrizo, Aldo Chiappe, and Louise Huber. So a lot of people worked on this book. This book was published September of 2021. So it is a little over 2 years old. It's 640 pages, about larger than a sheet of standard US size paper. So it's 9 by 11¼ inches. And it retails for $47 US on Amazon. Now, this book is very unique in that because it covers every single bird of the world, the illustrations are smaller. So there's two illustrators and then I guess two principal illustrators and then the other 4 illustrators. So 6 illustrators worked on this. So when you look at the table of contents, I mean, it really gets into all the things: ostriches, rheas, kiwis, cassowaries, emus. Like, it just keeps going and going. So if you are someone like me, and what I do when I try and look for birds to illustrate is I generally go by color, which leads me to drawing a lot of male birds, unfortunately. I would like it to be a little bit more even in that. But I will type in something like green bird, and then, you know, lovebirds will pop up, and I'll be like, yeah, that sounds like something I should probably draw today because that's really cute. But in doing that, it doesn't really, unless I'm specifically singling out what is the living relative of the dodo, and then I get the Nicobar pigeon. Like, unless I'm asking a specific question, I'm not really educating myself on all the different varieties and all the different things there are of all the different birds. So lots and lots of pages of table of contents. This is really, really good. So you know how it is covered. It looks very, well, it's not alphabetical. So it looks like it goes from big to little, maybe. And tanagers and alleys. Okay. All right. Finches, pipettes. These are some of the smaller ones. And then there's a map of the world. That's lovely. I mean, it's as accurate as it can be. It's a very nice little map. And then it goes into what the illustrations look like. So you have like plate 1 of the illustrations, or plate 2, and then the next page would be all the different names of all those different birds being shown. So the amount of time it took to put this together must have been a really long time. I have so much respect for all of this because this looks super time consuming. So let's say you want to draw a flightless bird and you're looking into ostriches, emus, rheas, cassowaries, then kiwis. Kiwis are also flightless, even though they're itty bitty. You can see there's, they look so cute. But you didn't realize there were that many. And maybe you want to specifically go by color or patterning or design or something. Maybe you've, like me, and you've drawn hundreds of birds. I've drawn hundreds of birds in my life. I haven't hit the 1,000 mark, but I probably have hit the 300 mark at least. And it can get monotonous. So if I'm thinking, well, I've drawn a cassowary, but I haven't drawn all these different versions. I've never drawn a pygmy cassowary. That looks very interesting and different in the face. And then you get into, what is this? This looks like fowl, like guinea fowl or something. And some of these, the illustrations and then the words that define and identify them are mixed up. Some pages have not been, they've been extricated. So it was to like show you what the book offers without giving you the entire book for free. But you see how some of them are so similar. And if you're looking for a specific variation, it could give you a name to research and look up. So this would be like a really good book for one, identifying way more species than you think there are of, say, ducks or geese or whatever the specific bird is. But then you would have to use this in conjunction with like an internet browser of some sort, where you look these things up to get the more fine detailed points. I mean, look at all the different swans, and then you see all the different colors of beaks, the orange, the black, the yellow. So if you've never drawn a swan with a yellow beak before, you now have a name of that, and you now know that that exists. So you could type that in and get a larger reference photo or something that gives you a more specific look and feel to how that beak connects and how close it is to the eye and how close it is to the top of the head, so you get the proportion accurate. This wouldn't be a book where you would open it and there would be a one specific photo and you'd be like, yep, that's what I'm drawing today. These are very small. But again, it's every single bird, so you get what they look like. You can see the patterning of all of them, and then be like, okay, if I'm only drawing bird heads today, which one has the most dynamic? Well, I go with one with a green head, a blue head, white, orange, and then you start to see how many birds there actually are in the world. So let's look at 8, a hot knot teal. See, I don't know what a hot knot teal is. Here's a puna teal, silver teal, red shoulder, cinnamon teal. I'm not familiar with these birds at all. A lot of these are not from my area. I have not seen them in real life. I've never looked them up. They've never popped up. And again, my browser history, because it's an algorithm, is curtailed to my interests. So I'm not, when I type in green birds, I'm getting a different set of green birds than someone else on another side of the world typing in green birds that they want to draw. So we're not even getting the same information. Even if we're both using like Google, for example, or Bing, or whichever you prefer. Ducks. Oh, see, and I don't know enough about aquatic things. So for someone with limited information or only seeing the same 20 to 30 birds per color, having a reference with the names that you could type in specifically, something like this would be very, very handy. And for $47, I'm gonna say that this is a pretty good deal. There are a lot of other birds of the world books, and some of them get up towards $150. I'll throw up some pictures of some other ones that are for sale. But again, those illustrations are small too, because they're trying to cram in all the birds of the world. And this one with the purple head, who are you? Sola megapode? What is that? What even is that? Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of birds I don't know about. Wow, what is number 6? Siberian grouse. Okay, so Siberian grouse is the striped one with the blue on the top right. That's stunning. That is really, really pretty. And then I like the one with the polka dots in the middle on the bottom line. Who is that? That they don't give me a name. That's on another page that wasn't shown. Wow. Okay. A lot of birds. You're getting a real huge sense of what this book is about. If birds are your jam, or you want them to be something that you include all the time, this would be a reference book to possibly add to your personal library, to the public library. Boy, would I love our public library to pick something like this up. I think we all would benefit. I mean, oh gosh, look at the polka dots. And see, I don't know if the listings are matching the plate pictures, because they're just giving snippets of the layout of this book. But gosh, some of these birds are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Ooh, those top ones. Oh, so pretty. Okay, we're just gonna look at birds. Tail feathers are so much fun. Look at these bottom 3 on the page. Wow, those are great tail feathers. Let's see. Then we get into loons, penguins, and austral storm petrels. I don't know, folks. There's the macaroni on the right. You have the golden eye in the middle, the emperor on the left. Oh, there's little macaronis down here too. There's tons of different types of penguins. So if you really, really love penguins, and I mean, you could type in all penguins, penguin varieties or penguin species, and then get the list of them. But here's like a really quick visual aid of, do you want one that has a lot of black and white stripe on the body? Like, that's really pretty. Do you want ones that have, you know, it looks like yellow eyebrows that have gone wild with the wind? Do you need one of those in your life? It's just an educational way to include all these different birds and things. And then if you are interested in maybe doing more of birds in flight, this image is particularly stunning just because if you're drawing birds from this angle and all of them are black, you can see here that some of them have black outlines. The one in the top left, that's really pretty patterning on the inside of the wings versus the one on the bottom left. Those look really, really cool. And to know that that bird is out there, and then you can label it appropriately. The other thing with this is when you draw these things, you can now label them accurately. You're not reliant upon the person who took the photo. And a lot of people who take the photos will just be like, bird in flight. And that's what they'll label it, so that's what you have to use. And identifying can be very, very general, which if you want to learn about some of these birds or some of your favorite birds to draw, that may not be the most helpful, especially for your viewers. Like, your viewers get more out of that. If you're drawing and you're posting on social networking and you're very, very specific with the bird breed, that's very helpful for everyone around you. They can engage on that very specific level and be like, wow, you really did your homework on this. This is good. I now know what you're talking about. What is this? American white ibis. That's not what this is for this. Okay. Okay, so the identifier is on the page above. Okay. Oh, there's a scarlet ibis. So the top right, that's a scarlet ibis. That's one of my favorite birds to see in real life. 10 out of 10 recommend. So when we look at some of these other ones, we get the spoonbills. Did you know that there's a Eurasian, a black-faced American royal yellow-billed rosette? I don't know about one of those names. That doesn't sound right. These birds are really pretty. I like the ones in the bottom right. Do they have those? A dwarf bittern. Okay. Very cool. I'm assuming these colors are accurate. You get screen differentiation versus printing differentiation versus what the colors you have. So everything can be just skewed a couple shades a little different. And that's something to keep in mind, is your screen, the accuracy of your screen settings of color can be a thing. Now, there are products you can buy that'll change your screen settings so they're as accurate as you can get to printing, but those are very expensive. And again, that would have to be something where it's very, very important. A green heron, is that what you are? I don't know. Let's see. What do they have? 28. A purple heron. Bottom right. Gosh, that's gorgeous. Gosh, that's gorgeous. Okay, yeah, I didn't know about all these varieties. A book like this would be very helpful. And then, you know, I might get this for Christmas, and then share it with the kids, and they can do zoology things. Brown pelican, that is not what you look like. Gosh, the green on these is really rich and beautiful. And the patterning, I'm here for it. This would definitely be something that homeschool could use as well. But look at these birds. A lot of them look the same. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Boy, do they all look related. You're all friends, aren't you? Y'all said we bought the same outfit and wore it on the same date. Oh, it's cute. And I'm trying to see the feet. One of the things with this, though, is because they're overlapping because they're so scrunched, you're losing some things. You're losing feet, you're losing toes. So you definitely have to look this stuff up to make sure you're getting what you should be getting. All the pieces. California condor. Okay, so number 6, the big one on the right, that is a California condor. They are absolutely massive. The size of their nest can fit three adults sitting down. Like, they're huge. They're huge. Their wingspan's massive. Oh, I like this page a lot, though. All the birds of prey. Look at look at number 8. What is that? A secret Ari bird. I don't know. What? Secret? I don't know. Look at the legs on number 8. Oh. Somebody's wearing shorts. Oh, I'm here for it. Okay, these birds are lovely. This book's a lot of fun. Number 3, the harpy eagle. I've drawn that guy before. He looks like his neck is really loose when he moves around in real life. So some of these, I would recommend that you pull up YouTube or some other video thing and check out what these birds are like in nature, like their movements, because that adds a bit of interest and intrigue when you try and recreate that. If you draw the harpy eagle and the neck is kind of askew and it looks like the head's falling off, then you've captured it in motion, and that makes for a really interesting picture and portrait and illustration. Yeah, some of these have just like little heads. It doesn't tell you much about the body. Let's see. But gosh, this must have taken so long to do. Look at all the eagles. They're so regal. Okay, so we get what this book is about. This book is showing you birds, you know, 1 inch to 2 inches big. And then from there you can see what all the varieties look like together, compare and contrast. Maybe you want something more brown, maybe you need something more red, and maybe you're out of that color. And this is a really easy way to help you look up for a reference. Again, if you're only drawing birds that are 1 inch or 2 big, then this is probably all you need. You wouldn't need to look them up separately. But if you're doing bigger portraits, I always say get the most detailed reference photo available to you that you can find. That way you have the information and you get to choose what you include and exclude, not someone else. So yeah, these birds are fantastic. And that's the end of the preview. So I might buy this book for Christmas and then share it with the kids with homeschool, because zoology and biology and things in our area. So here is a sample. I will link in the description box below this Google Books sort of preview of this book if you want to look at it at your own leisure. Again, some of the identifying things of the birds that list their names and stuff is inaccurate because they've spliced and cut pages out just to show you portions. They want you to be entranced. They don't want you to rip the whole thing off. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this gave you an idea of what this type of book is. And again, I will throw up a couple images of what a couple other books of this look like. This is stunning. This is really, really cool. I am digging all the ducks in the water. The mallards, loons, they're really cool. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.